everybody, this is Jana here, welcome back. Today we're going to make a French classic. We're going to make one of the most simple yet delicious and sophisticated yet rustic. All of those things in the same dish. So easy to make. We're going to make the classic French onion soup. The vegan style, of course. So I have been waiting for fall so I could make this for you because this is a favorite. I love it. Every time I went to Paris, I used to have that. I wasn't vegan yet, so a lot of cheese and stuff. So we're going to replicate that as close as we can get to the original one. I have here white onions mixed with yellow onions, and I have put them on the food processor. If you want, you can cut them by hand, but the chances that you're gonna cry, although you don't have a reason, it's very high. And then I covered it because the gases, they're really still working, so you might get your eyes a little bit weird, so do it in a food processor. And we're gonna start by taking a pan, a frying pan. Some people make that with olive oil mixed with butter. I won't because I don't have a butter, and even if I did, I wouldn't because I don't know. I prefer it only with olive oil. Yes, I know, olive oil, yes. Today we're going to use olive oil, a little bit. And mix with a little bit of vegetable oil. You know why we do that? Because then we make the smoke point of the two oils together. It brings it up so it doesn't burn, and we want the olive oil for the flavor and we want the vegetable oil for the high smoke point, so pay attention to that. Super easy recipe. If you blink, you're gonna miss it. Now when it's hot, all in, all the onions in. No garlic in this recipe though. And mix everything through. At this point, it's very important that you add salt because the salt is going to draw the liquid, the water from the onions. The flame cannot be too high, otherwise it's going to burn the onions and it's not going to cook through. We want the onions golden brown because that's what's going to give the onion soup the taste when you brown your food, when you make it golden brown. We call that the Maillard reaction. Now just let everything cook through, mixing, so everything gets brown evenly, the onions that are on the bottom and on the top. And I'm not gonna lie to you, you're gonna do that for quite a while. You don't need to stir it like all the time, but you lower the heat and then you come back and then you mix through. All right, our onions are properly browned, golden brown, and now we're going to deglaze all these beautiful sugar that they have with some fortified red wine. It can be regular red wine, it can be cognac, it can be any kind of stronger kind of drinks you have. There you go. Smells delicious. The reason why we do that is because the wine or the alcohol, the liquid, if you don't want alcohol in your food, it's going to evaporate, so you're not gonna eat any alcohol. But if you don't want it or you don't have it, you can add water. But the reason why we do that is because we want all that goodness from the bottom to come out and then mix again with the food, because that lays an amazing flavor. And now we're adding some miso. The miso is miso paste. It's very important for this dish because we're not going to use beef stock. We're going to use vegetable broth, and the miso, it gives these depth and it gives that umami flavor to the food. So it's very, very important. Miso is very cheap. You can buy in any Asian shop, and I think that Most restaurants, most supermarkets, they carry it nowadays, and it lasts for a long time in your fridge. It's very salty, so be careful because we have added salt before, so we don't want it too salty. Alright, so now another ingredient that is going to lift this dish a lot, which is a little bit of acid, a little bit of deep, which is balsamic vinegar. Mine is aged. If you don't have an aged one, by all means, use the regular one. The important thing here, smells so good. The important thing here is, again, to add depth and flavors, of course. Now, of course, a little bit of black pepper, some thyme, just a tiny bit, and we give it a stir again. All right, now I'm back with my deep pot here, and now we're going to add the veggie broth. And now we are going to let it cook for about 10-15 minutes. Remember, the longer it cooks, the better the flavors develop. In the medium-low heat, come and stir it once in a while because you don't want anything to scorch, to get stuck to the bottom. So, and this is it, and it's almost ready. So, right, our French onion soup have been simmering for 15 minutes exactly, and now we're going to transfer this into a bowl, and then we're going to put in the oven with some bread and some vegan gruyere cheese. Let's go. Okay, so now we're going to transfer the soup to a oven-proof bowl, very important. Smells really nice. If you want, you can check on the season. Good, perfect. Almost all the way to the top. Now we're going to add the croutons or the bread. And now we're going to add the gruyere cheese, vegan gruyere cheese. For now, this goodness is going to the oven, only to broil because it's already cooked. Everything here is cooked. We only want the cheese to melt and the croutons or the bread to get a little bit brown. So let's go. Have it. Looks like $1 million, and it's like so cheap and so easy and so simple, isn't it? But I have a special touch to it. I love sage. Sage is very rich in antioxidants and has an amazing taste. So we're going to add 2 leaves, which I have fried in olive oil for like 3 seconds. And a little bit of paprika, sweet paprika, just for a little bit of a kick and some color. And voila! How wonderful is this? I simply love it. This is so nice for winter. This is so nice for a cold day, a rainy day, or even to have as a starter, like I said, or for a main dish. I have as a main dish all the time because, like I said, it's very rich and it's very filling. So why don't we try it? It's smoking hot, but of course I'm going to try it. Let me get just a tiny bit here. It's worth it so much. I really hope you make it. Guys, this is it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this recipe. I love it. I only make food here for you guys, either if you ask me to, the things that you like, or the things that I love, and this is one of my top 10 favorite foods ever. Thank you so much for spending time with me. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the bell button so you get notified every time I make videos. And I see you next time. Have a great week. Bye bye.